Hi, Believer Facebook fans. All 10 of you. So, y'all wanted me to give an update or something, or respond to your comments, Facebook comments. Jeff promised that I would, but because Jeff has nothing else to do, and I'm very busy, I didn't have a lot of time, but now we're close to the holidays, so I have some time. Again, I just want to repeat that Jeff King does nothing. Right?
Not much.
Yes, thank you.
Not much.
Alright, so, we'll go, I mean, if we go through all of them, it'll take forever. So, I was looking through some of them, and we tried to hit some of the major themes here. And first off, thanks for commenting and keeping up to date with us on Facebook. So, there's been a call for more cowbell on the new record, and we'll try to accommodate that. We'll have to talk to Joey. I think he has a cowbell, but if not, that could be a Christmas gift. So yeah, Kevin Jones, Josh Williams, yeah. Well, Kevin actually wanted Christopher Walken on the record too. That would be awesome. Alright, so, release date, new record, a bunch of comments on that. No release date as of yet. The writing for the basic tune parts are almost complete. Hopefully we'll start recording the drums within the next couple of weeks here for the new record. We're shooting for 12 tunes, maybe 13, we'll see. And then with that, we'll go into now what people would like to hear and comment on that. So it's interesting, as usual, Believer forces a dichotomy of responses from people. There's a lot of oh, we want to hear Sanity Obscure 2 or Dimensions 2 or something like that. But we already have Dimensions and you already have Sanity, so we're not going to do that again because we already did it. Right?
No, not going to happen.
What do you mean?
Dimensions and Sanity.
Okay.
It's not going to happen.
Because you were like a fan of those when you were 4.
I still am.
Oh. You were 4 or 5 years old, right?
At least.
But yeah, so as we've always done, break new ground. We kind of push ourselves outside of our comfort zones. I think we could write a thrash record fairly quickly, fairly easily, and that's just something we never wanted to do, was repeat ourselves from record to record. Although I'm sure it would have helped us sell more records. Fan base would have been steady throughout the years, but it wasn't about that for us. It's more about just pushing ourselves musically and as musicians. So, we decided to not sell a lot of records. That wasn't our choice, but that's what happens. So, but I mean, like maybe a thrash EP in the future or something like that's not out of the question. We still enjoy playing that type of music, so it's not that we don't like thrash or we're not into the real heavy, aggressive, fast stuff anymore, or that we can't play it. Of course we can play it. It's just well, I don't know. Joey's not here. Jeff is videoing. Kevin, Kurt, Joey. Who knows where Joey is? He's probably napping. So we can rip on him while we want. Joey just have to warm up for like 3 hours. Put some Ben Gay on. Stretch. But so that's not out of the question. Maybe like a thrash EP or something like that. Some people are talking about like shows and touring. Of course, we like to place very sporadic shows. There's a lot going on in the tunes, so the setup isn't just plug in the guitars and go. But we do enjoy playing live. So we're gonna hopefully after we get this next one complete, start rehearsing a little bit more live stuff, and you know, it'd be great to like come out west and do a little bit more extensive, you know, touring and things like that. But can't promise anything there. Kevin has a lot of, you know, he's a lawnmower man, so
Busy summer.
in the summer he's got to make sure his lawn is pristine, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And it is.
Michael Parks wants you wearing a mini skirt and holding a frying pan of shaving cream. You can pull that off.
Yeah.
You've got several mini skirts, right?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
Really mini.
Like bottom of cheek showing.
Absolutely. Mini.
All right, so let's see. Just going through here. Some people just, are really just say keep doing what you're doing. You know, pushing the envelope. Everybody likes to hear something new from us, and we appreciate that. And that's what our plan is. You know, I think somebody said in here, you know, just be yourself, or you know who you really are, and we appreciate that. We try to do that all the time. You know. And so, you know, there's a lot of stuff about lyrically, and you know, go back to like biblical lyrics and things, and you know, we've done that. I mean, we put all of that out there. You know, we do a lot of reading. We like a lot of different philosophies and things like that. And it's those types of things that get us to think about who we are and where we're going, and you know, and we like writing about that. Then, so it's you know, lyrically, we're you know, what are we going through at the time? How do we feel? You know, we are actually putting more of ourselves out there, you know, in our lyrics, and you know, some people may find them vague, some people get it, but you know, we've never really explained what each song means, and because, I mean, we want people to really make it their own. You know, if the lyrics mean something to somebody in a certain way, we don't want to come in and force our, you know, take on it on the listeners. So, but again, I mean, you know, some people are really into those lyrics and that type of writing, and some people aren't. But you know, it is what it is. We don't apologize for that stuff. No apology. Dimensions. So yeah, so a lot of this, the lyric part, then there's the musical part. Some people want us to be like really thrashy and heavy, and other people want us to be more progressive. And again, I think it's, for us as musicians, it's just about pushing those boundaries. I think on the new record there is definitely heavy stuff. There's more, I would say, progressive type of a mix. Let's say, you know, there's progressive parts. You know, we used to write songs that were just about technicality. You know, how fast could we play? You know, how technical could we make it? I mean, there's bands out there now that are, you know, as far as us being technical, we're not technical compared to a lot of the other bands out there. And you know, but for us right now, it's really about cohesiveness of the songs and the tunes, and what we think sounds right together, and the song as a whole, basically. Does that capture it?
I think so, yeah.
All right. Do you have anything to add?
Not really.
All right.
Got it.
Let's see. Yeah, the orchestral stuff, like, again, people want orchestral stuff. And we did that, and I think it's interesting because, you know, we're looked at as, like, this band, kind of a pioneer of the orchestral metal, but like, you know, like it was before, we never consider ourselves a symphonic metal band or anything like that. It's just something we did at the time. Nobody else was doing it. Let's just push the envelope and see what we can do. So, you know, will we get Laird to lay down some violins and stuff in this new one? Maybe. We'll see. If it needs it. Only if it needs it. But Scott's up for it. He's totally into it. And then so a lot of people want to see like pictures of gear. Jeff, maybe you can pan around. This is just my, what we call the KB antimatter room, where I record the guitars. We do bass. Sound effects. Whoa! Kevin's beer glass. You know, there's guitar rig, bass rig over there. The new Fractal which we'll be using quite a bit. So, yeah, I mean, we can show you more gear as we go. We'll be doing more. We'll be doing probably the vocals again at Jeff's studio, where we did the vocals for Transhuman, and the drums will be in Joey's studio, so we can show you more things there. We will definitely record more video during the tracking of this record, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Should.
Banjos. Rodney Green wants banjos. You can play banjos.
I agree. I think we should.
There you go, Rodney. Yeah. So again, Scott Madsen drum tracking footage. We'll definitely do some of that stuff for you. That's our plan. The vocal tracking here, Eric Gherkin. The recording process and things like that. I think we'll try to do a better job at capturing that. Like I said, right now, I mean, I've just laid down like a bunch of the scratch guitar tracks for the drum recordings. You know, the songs are written, so once we get to all of the recording process, we'll make sure we videotape that and post some things on Facebook for you. Less metal, more innovation. I like that. It'll be
Less metal?
less metal. Yeah. That's Cobb.
That's...
Yeah. Live version of the Trinity, followed by a few dates set for Australia. Andrew Ide, I believe his last name is Andrew. Yeah, we'd like to come to Australia. That would be fun. Live version of Dimensions, you know, that stuff. We took an orchestra with us to one show, or a small, like it was like 8-piece. That was daunting, you know, as you can imagine, like with the heavy and miking and the PA and things like that. It can be done, obviously. I mean, with the new what am I looking for? Pickup type of stuff for stringed instruments. The
right.
pickups, yeah, they're called
Transducers.
transducers. Yes, for the violins. We could think of something like that.
Easier these days.
Yes, it's much easier these days. Phil Cornell wants me to hurry up and find a cure for cancer. I'm working on it, Phil.
But you're doing this
Desperately.
instead.
Well, I mean, come on, this is okay.
But-
It's a vacation day right now for me.
Alright.
You need to take some
Do you
vacation.
need to
I've
break?
like lost a lot of vacation because I don't take vacation, Phil. I'm in there working, trying to find the cure. There's some cool stuff though happening. So weirdness and progressiveness. I like that. Pancakes, yes, there's pancakes all the time. Somebody made a comment about the Justin Bieber duet. It's possible, you know.
It's a big fan.
We'll have to put, you know, our people in touch with his people and make that happen. Bieber Believer duet. He is a big fan. Let's see here. Bass tracks, yeah. I mean, again, you know, we'll try to. Yeah, it's from Nick Tober. We'll try to you know, record, you know, get you some video of the recording process with all the instruments. And so it's funny because like Michael Groot, Newland, progressive avant-garde ideas, and then Aaron Bartmess, old school Believer thrash. See, this is the dichotomy. So we're just gonna do what we want to do anyway. You guys know that, right? Okay. But I mean, I think you'll get a little blend of everything as we are Believer, you know. So I think everything will be a blend. Rosner, Mikey, our artist. People were talking about, somebody mentioned about the art too. Jeremy Woods. Yeah, Jeremy, so we are working with Roz again. But it will be different. It's, you know, it should be something different. Or again, I think he's also excited about stepping outside his comfort zone on some of these things. Derek, Devereaux, and Collins. Guitars from Kurt. I'll be playing guitars on some of it, right?
I think so. You should.
I have to, Derek, we have to make sure Kevin's okay with me playing some guitars.
This time.
This time, yeah. Yes. And we'll get some pictures of you in your mini skirt with a little bit of buttage. Cheekage.
Yeah.
That's gross. I'm like feeling kind of nauseous just thinking about it. Yeah, that's really about it. I mean, it's you know, studio gear. Again, thanks for writing these in.
Yeah.
Let me know if I'm sure you'll let me know if I didn't cover what you wanted me to cover. You know, that's one thing that we really like about Believer fans is that they're very outspoken, and you know, keep that up. You're never going to offend us, okay? Trust me on that one. And for the Facebook guys and girls, just to let you know, we're going to be doing a very, very limited edition transhuman black hoodie that we will hopefully be printing up and selling shortly after the holidays. But it's only a limited edition. It's only going to be offered to you guys on Facebook at this time because you've been writing us, keeping up to date, and we really appreciate that. And we'll make sure that, you know, we get it to you at a extremely reasonable, like at cost type of price. We're working out the cost now for the printing, but that's something we want to do for you guys because we really appreciate you keeping in touch with us. And we'll have more updates hopefully soon. Stop whining. Just kidding. Do you have any last closing comments, Kevin?
Nothing.
No, go ahead.
Good.
Say something, Kevin.
I don't have anything to say.
Say something.
Thanks. That's all I have to say. Just thanks and a thumbs up.
All right. Good.